power of video has captured some great moments in wrestling, but there are some pieces of footage that Vince McMahon hoped never existed. Join us now as WrestleLamia looks at videos the WWE never wants you to see again. And no, we're not talking about Vince McMahon's Stand Back music video. Number 1. Vince using the N-word. Although many fans think Vince McMahon is out of touch with what's hip, the WWE CEO clearly thinks he isn't. As witnessed back at 2005 Survivor Series, where Vince McMahon approached John Cena and said,
"Keep it up, I'm
as a bewildered Booker T turned to his wife Sharmell and said,
"Tell me, he didn't just say that."
McMahon's comments certainly weren't funny and out of line, quickly drawing criticism from fans and commentators alike. Hulk Hogan would cry a foul in 2015 when the WWE fired him and removed him from the WWE Hall of Fame after footage aired of Hogan using the N-word. Hogan even pointed out Vinnie Mac's past usage of the word, but the WWE countered that 2005 segment saying, "It was an outlandish and satirical skit involving fictional characters, similar to that of many scripted television shows and movies." McMahon's use of the racial slur came back to haunt him again in 2017 when guest LaMelo Ball appeared on Raw and used the same racial slur twice. The African-American basketball player's comments aired on live TV, leading to the WWE issuing a statement that Ball's speech was not scripted nor reflects WWE's values. The media then reminded people of McMahon's 2005 incident, giving Vince yet another reason to wish he could delete it. Number 2. The Chris Benoit tribute. As we've discussed in our Behind the Titantron video on the Chris Benoit incident, the WWE aired a Benoit tribute after police discovered Benoit and his family were now deceased. While there's still debate over the exact time when the WWE discovered that Benoit was the culprit, the WWE aired a tribute program on Raw featuring several of Benoit's greatest matches as well as praise from his fellow wrestlers. The terrible truth came out, forcing the WWE to backpedal on the tribute, with Vince McMahon all but damning Benoit the next night on ECW. McMahon stated, "Last night on Monday Night Raw, the WWE presented a special tribute show recognizing the career of Chris Benoit. Now some 26 hours later, the facts of this horrific tragedy are now apparent. Therefore, other than my comments, there will be no mention of Mr. Benoit tonight. On the contrary, tonight's show will be dedicated to everyone who has been affected by this terrible incident. This evening marks the first step of the healing process. Tonight, the WWE performers will do what they do better than anyone else in the world: entertain you." The WWE would subsequently remove any mention they could of Benoit, whether it was merchandise or future references to him on WWE television. Number 3. Owen Hart's tragedy. Owen Hart's passing forever changed the wrestling industry, with fans and wrestlers taking a closer look at the growing trend for more outrageous stunts in and out of the ring. Wrestling has never been innocent, but some fans look to Owen's passing as the moment when everything changed. Although the WWE did everything to shield fans from seeing Owen's fall, footage exists of the incident and was reportedly available if Martha Hart's wrongful death case against the WWF had gone to trial. Short of breaking into the WWE's tape vault, you'll never see it, although ghoulish profiteers have falsely claimed to have the footage for sale. Number 4. The Curtain Call. Triple H's wish to give his fellow Clique members Scott Hall and Kevin Nash a proper send-off in Madison Square Garden nearly ended his career as the kayfabe ending celebration outraged traditionalists backstage, leading to calls for Hunter to be fired. These defenders of old-school tradition lost it when they saw heels Diesel and Triple H hugging babyfaces Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels in the ring, as Michaels and Helmsley celebrated their friend's last day in the WWF. With Razor and Diesel leaving for WCW, McMahon couldn't punish them, but he did sanction Triple H. Arguably, the worst part of this incident was that it was captured on video by a fan, who then leaked it to the then growing internet wrestling community. Fortunately for the WWF, there was no YouTube at the time, but the video got out and the promotion was disgusted not only at the curtain call, but the fact that there was video proof. Be sure to check out our Behind the Titantron episode on the curtain call for more details. Number 5. The Great American Bash 1988 backstage video. The 1980s didn't earn the nickname the Decade of Excess because people overindulged at their local Chinese food buffet. No, alcohol and drug use was out of control, and pro wrestlers were no exception, overindulging in drugs and alcohol backstage and on the road. Not too long ago, footage surfaced from the Jim Crockett Promotions locker room at the 1988 Great American Bash of wrestlers doing a number of things, including making off-color jokes, a less than modest Arn Anderson showing his enforcer, and undeniable drug use that even Scarface's Tony Montana would be hard-pressed to match. While many wrestlers who competed during the 1980s have discussed their wild lifestyles, this video proof is so hot that the WWE continues to suppress it whenever possible, but fun-loving fans inevitably find a way to post it online. Number 6. Trish barking like a dog. WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus worked at a time when female superstars were often used as eye candy, and sometimes in degrading ways. In 2001, Vince McMahon was involved in a storyline where he initiated a divorce against Linda McMahon and began an affair with Trish Stratus. While fans have seen or heard about the notorious incident where Vince made Trish bark like a dog, that's only part of an angle McMahon would like the fans to forget. On 26 February 2001, Vince teamed with Trish to take on Stephanie McMahon and William Regal. The match was a setup for Vince to show Stratus how little she meant to him, with Vince dragging her into the ring so Stephanie and Regal could beat her down. She was then soaked with a mop. The angle only got worse the next week when Mr. McMahon humiliated Stratus further, telling her she had to beg for his forgiveness. While the angle was just one of many designed to show McMahon in a bad light, it blew up in Linda McMahon's face during a Senate campaign. With the WWE promoting its women's revolution everywhere but in Saudi Arabia, there's little doubt why they have done everything possible to hide the video. Number 7. Ric Flair forcibly kissing Becky Lynch. Society changes over time, as does a culture's sensibilities. Once upon a time, films and TV comedies routinely featured funny drunks, such as Dean Martin, where alcoholism was seen as the stuff of jokes. Not so much anymore, as people who have battled alcoholism or dealt with loved ones battling the disease find such humor offensive. Even professional wrestling, long known for being politically incorrect, has had to change with the times, as seen with the 2016 Royal Rumble, when Charlotte Flair's dad and manager Ric Flair forcibly kissed Becky Lynch in order to distract her during a match. The WWE wisely cut the segment from subsequent broadcasts, as the idea of an older man forcibly kissing a younger woman was too creepy. Of course, there are plenty of questionable segments in the past, such as Flair winning the services of Jimmy Garvin's valet Precious, that the WWE may have to address in the future, but for now they're more concerned with rectifying oversights from when they should have known better. Number 8. The WWE's musical moments, i.e. copyright violating performances by superstars. As fans know, the days of promotions using licensed music without a band's permission are long over, which is why programs such as ECW are heavily edited on the WWE network, replacing licensed songs such as Metallica's Enter Sandman with the WWE's generic music. Folks in the music industry listen close on any use of a song, which is why until 2015, people risk being sued for public performances of the song Happy Birthday to You, until a court settlement placed their song in the public domain, therefore making it usable for free by all. However, that's the exception to the rule, which is why many of the numerous impromptu musical performances by WWE superstars can't be found on the WWE network. Whether it's The Rock's much-acclaimed rock concerts, his dueling song battles against Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Alliance singing Bette Midler's Wind Beneath My Wings to their leader the Texas Rattlesnake, or the more recent performance of Empire's State of Mind by The New Day, the WWE has cut these performances rather than risk any lawsuit. Number 9. Triple H makes homophobic comments about Kurt Angle. Anyone who watched D-Generation X during the Attitude Era knows the edgy group crossed the line numerous times during promos, with comments not safe for work and certainly to set social media on fire. After the departure of Shawn Michaels, Triple H managed to push the envelope further as the WWF ran with its risque reputation during the Attitude Era. One moment the WWE would like you to forget is the night that Triple H and Mick Foley cut a promo at the expense of Olympic hero Kurt Angle. The 18th September 2000 edition of Raw featured Triple H addressing the controversy that Kurt Angle was hitting on Hunter's then story-life wife Stephanie McMahon. Helmsley revealed that Angle had come out of the closet and proceeded to offer video proof, showing Kurt Angle crying after winning his Olympic gold medal at the 1996 Olympics and hugging the referee. Mick Foley showed up to make some more comments at Angle's expense, questioning his sexual orientation. While it's been suggested that the WWE has deleted most of the segment due to its potential unauthorized use of Olympic footage, the promotion is probably glad to see it gone from the official record. And number 10, Muhammad Hassan's attack on The Undertaker. Vince McMahon is one stubborn SOB, something he clearly showed when he aired a disturbing segment on SmackDown when he clearly shouldn't have. On 5th July 2005, the WWE taped SmackDown, including a segment where Muhammad Hassan battled The Undertaker. During the segment, Hassan's manager Shawn Daivari summoned 5 masked men who attacked The Undertaker and carried him to the backstage area. This attack in or of itself was par for the WWE, but the events that happened in the UK 2 days later changed everything. On the 7th July 2005, London suffered terrorist bombings just hours before SmackDown was scheduled to air. Although the WWE had the option to edit out the segment, it chose to air it with the following disclaimer broadcast several times throughout the show. In light of today's tragic events in London, parental discretion is advised in viewing tonight's episode. The segment aired in America, but was edited out of segments in the United Kingdom. As might be expected, critics condemned the airing of the angle as in bad taste, given the events of 7th July. WWE spokesman Gary Davis responded, "We all feel bad about the timing of the segment, although he said he understood how some viewers might construe it as such. People will see what happens this week as the storyline gets straightened out." SmackDown executive producer Kevin Dunn also defended the segment, stating, "We're very proud of our product. We try and be sensitive with everything we portray, but there's got to be protagonists and antagonists on our TV shows. We just happen to reflect the politics of the world sometimes, especially with these Arab American characters." SmackDown's home network UPN disagreed and demanded the WWE get rid of the Muhammad Hassan character, a move that might not have happened had the WWE shown the right judgment. But there you have it, guys. Videos the WWE doesn't want you to ever see again. Are there any more that should be blacklisted? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.